All right, I don't think I've really featured this instrument on my channel before. I've had it since the mid-80s. Yeah, around maybe 88, 89, something like that. This came out of Wavetech when I was R&D manager there, and they were getting rid of it, and they had an employee auction, and I bid on this one. And it's been great. The only thing I don't like about it is there's no documentation on it. So if anybody has documentation on this, please let me know. It's a Digitec 3110 precision voltage current source. You'll see them on eBay once in a while. Let's see, this one was calibrated in 91? Are my dates wrong? Wow, looks like it was calibrated right about when I acquired it. That doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, maybe I just remember it wrong, but anyway, it came out of there. I think it was a Wavetech instrument. I don't remember. Anyway, it is voltage, 10 volts up to 100 volts. So 1 volt range, 10 volt range, 100 volt range. And then there's a millivolt range, but you have to move your leads to here, and then there's a 100 millivolt range and a 10 millivolt range. And then if you go over even farther, there's current ranges. There's a 10 milliamp range and a 100 milliamp range. So it's both, there's a standby position, and there's a negative. So this is positive voltages, negative voltages. And then there's a compliance voltage when you're doing the currents. You can set the compliance voltage between 1 and 150. So that's kind of a cool thing that tells you if you've limited it out. So, like I said, I thought I would go ahead and calibrate it with this meter I have here. And so I have done so. So it only has a certain number of digits. So let's put it on 1. So it's 0.999. Yeah, so it's pretty good. 10 volt, 100 volt. Yeah, maybe it needs a little bit more tweaking, but it is pretty good. So the millivolt range, when you move it over to here, then you've got 100 millivolts and 10 millivolts. So 10 millivolts is spot on. And then the currents. So anyway, it's a pretty nice instrument. So I've done a lot of tweaking on it. Let me show you what I've done blindly, because I don't have any documentation on this. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this off, and I'll show you the instrument. All right, here's inside the instrument. There's some wafer switches for the front. There's a display for LEDs here, but you know, all the goodness is all these resistors, right? A whole series of resistors. Then as you turn it, it does the dividees down. There is a Zener diode way over there, so that's the reference. I don't know what these 3 potentiometers here do, and I haven't touched them since I've owned the instrument. So I imagine they set some currents in the Zener diode to stabilize it with temperature and everything like that. So that seems to be all done, and I don't know how to touch that. Now, if you kind of look this way, you see all of those. Those are all potentiometers. And so I have diddled those. And the only reason that I felt comfortable changing those is the back panel. So let's see here. Let me unplug it. Let's kind of put it up on end over here. Yeah, let me rearrange the camera so I can photograph this. All right, so it's got some pass transistors and some heat sinks and stuff. It's got the really, really old style oval power cord. So you know it's vintage here. But if you take a look, there's a panel that covers all of these. And then we take the panel off. I was very happy to see there's writing on it. So I don't know if it's going to photograph entirely. There we go. Maybe I can see that a little bit better. So where's something to point with? So this adjustment says Zener. I haven't touched that with this one. And then there's a plus and a minus. I think these are the voltage rails. I haven't touched those. But there's something called V0. So I put everything at 0 and I zeroed that. And that seemed to work. And then there's the confusing section and then a not so confusing section. So the not so confusing section is there's a 1 volt range and a 10 volt range. On the front, there's a 1 volt, a 10 volt, and a 100 volt. So it says here 10 volt range has a whole bunch of pots on it. And then the 1 volt range has 1 pot, the 100 volt range has 1 pot. So certainly I put it at 1 volt and tweak this one, and put it at 100 volts and tweak this one. Now the 10 volt range is marked 0.4, 0.8, 1, 2, 4, and 8. So I made those settings on the front panel and then adjusted all of these, and that seemed to work really, really well. So the 10 volt range is super, super accurate. It's broken down into 6 different ranges. And then there is something for the 100 millivolt range and the 10 millivolt range, so those are self-explanatory. Then this is a voltage 0, this is a current 0 here, so put it at 0 and adjust that one, that makes sense. And then this is for the 10 milliamp range, so adjust that one for the 10 milliamp. And then the 100 milliamp range does not have an adjustment, so it just must be a resistive divider on the 10 millivolt range, and you get what you get. So anyway, there you go. I don't know what to do with like these top ones here, the Zener, and then the 3 inside, which are very, very expensive potentiometers inside. So yeah, I don't know how to adjust those. So once again, if you have any documentation on this, please let me know. I've had this thing like I said for decades and decades and decades, and it's been a workhorse for me until I've got some other things in the garage. But yes, indeed, there's a cover that just slides on and 2 screws, so that works out really, really well. Yeah, that cow sticker has me baffled now. Anyway, it's a Digitec 3110 precision voltage current source. Yes, indeed, I really like it.